Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And today, of course, you can see by the title of the video, we have one that's a little different today. Don't know what made me think of this one. I have no idea. There's no point trying to sort of explain the way my brain works. So sitting there, looking and thinking, well, what can I do today? I noticed all the just out of coincidence, I had a load of different coloured juices all the way down the front of the stack of the sort of on the shelf, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And what takes my eye more than anything? What coloured juice takes my eye more than anything else? I thought, well, okay, maybe that'll be a good little discussion. So you've got lots. You've got things like, and we'll go through and I'll show you a couple of examples. I haven't got every sort of colour juice, like I haven't got anything that's that dark, it's almost black. I mean, someone like Mark, the Robes 08, the darker the juice the better. You can see when he sees darker juice, he gets excited because he likes a darker scents. In Auto Our Own, I like some darker scents, but I'm more of an amber person. I'm not really one for like smoky and leathery and that sort of thing. Darkest type of scent I like is more, say, like amber style scents. So we'll get into. You may not like particularly like, or sort of your eye doesn't grab to coloured fragrances, especially the ones that you know they're probably going to be a fake colour. And there's some that definitely are fake. But you might be somebody who actually prefers like blacked out fragrances or bottles that just don't show the juice. One here, the Mont Blanc Legend, real nice scent, but you cannot see it. There's no way that it is completely blacked out. You might prefer those. Another one, Spice Bomb Extreme, actually looks good. I like the original, both in scent and looks better, but I do like this one because I have a more like my taste is more like gothic in everything. So one completely blacked out is actually quite nice. It's well on my sort of collection shelf of black things, but really nice bottle. But again, you cannot see a single drop. You know, you can't see through it. Or are you maybe someone who likes perfectly clear juice? Maybe that catches your eye more. You like the look of pure juice as if it was like water. In point, Versace, the Dreamer, I almost forgot the name of it. Completely clear juice, like, you know, there's no tint to it at all. Some of them have got an ever so slight tint to it. This one, by Issey Miyake, it looks clear. When you look at it, there is a subtle hint, but you really got to look for it. You wouldn't really notice it. It's like a very, very, very subtle hint of green in there, but you won't notice. You really notice it, especially on camera. But to most people's eye, that is going to be completely clear, and again a nice, yeah, it smells like a watery scent, you know, very clean, just clean, fresh, little salty. So those are the two that aren't really a colour. Again, I haven't got every sort of colour going. One unusual one, and you don't see very often. And I love the colour, if you find one that's this colour, and that is actually green. It's not my favourite sort of colour that grabs my eye, but it's number 2. There isn't many fragrances that actually have the colour of green in them. So Match Point by Lacoste. Okay, Match Point by Lacoste. And you can see it is actually a green colour. And to my eye, I'm like, I like the look of that. That is a bottle and colour juice that really grabs the attention, to me at least, because you don't see green fragrance juice. Oh, I need another bottle of this. I need another bottle. I keep not using it because I don't want to sort of use it down, but I love it. Oh, just fresh herbal kind of smell. Love it. But if you if green isn't really one you see very often, it's very rare you see greens, especially these days. Another one is one I would say is sort of between like a brown amber. Amber is sort of a brown colour-ish. And there's different shades, of course. I mean, some look more ambery, some can look more slightly yellowy, some look brown, some in point. This one's more like a dark brown. This one's Mancera's Oud exclusive. It might not look brown to you, but it's certainly got a brown hint to me. But like a dark amber, maybe. This one's lovely. But you've got all sorts of different tints of brown. This one, some people would look more yellow, which is Mancera Tonka Cola, but it looks closer to the brown of my wardrobe right there. You see the similar colour. Yeah, to me it's a brown, but it's like a light brown. Okay, some people say it might be heading towards like an ambery, a light amber. Well, yeah, it's still a brown light to me. That's a lovely sweet scent. And then you've got something like this one, which is almost like a transparent brown, and that's Ombre by Balsalderini. So you see more like a lighter juice. See how light that is, but I would say that is more like a brown. You put it into a darker background and you can see it's got more of a brown tint, and in person when you hold it, it has got more of a brown tint than something else. Yeah, so browns, they look nice. I prefer lighter colours anyway, so something like this would actually catch my eye more than sort of a darker brown. A lot of juice in the past, you've got like Hugo Boss number 1, the original Hugo Boss number 1. That's got like a similar colour to this, and a lot of the like Aramis by Aramis. That's like a light brown colour. There used to be a lot of like the browns back in the day. Okay, so you've got the sort of lighter colours, maybe like yellows, and I would say certainly when it comes to colour, you would say green would say, but it's going to tell you that it's more than likely going to be a green type scent. It's going to be maybe herbal, it's like minty, all that type of thing. I would say browns can be a mix of anything. They could be woody, come across woody, you just remind you of, say, maybe a woody scent, maybe a spicy scent. A lot of spicy scents tend to be sort of a browny colour. Then you've got onto the sort of yellows, and you've got lots of tints of yellows. You've got a very fine tint of yellow, sort of like in the Hermes, almost see-through, but it's not in person. It's actually got like a slight tint of yellow to it. And then you've got something maybe artificial yellow, like a Zara Wanted. That's got more like an artificial yellow, if you will, like a slightly darker yellow. Very nice scent. And then you've got like a lemony yellow from Lemon Line from Mancera, and it's not the bottle. If you turn the bottle upside down, you see it's actually clear bottle. Well, apart from the black stripes, the juice is actually yellow. So the yellow you see there is yellow, and that is like a true yellow to me. If you say yellow fragrance, and it will be that colour. It'll be like a lemon yellow. And when you see yellow, you tend to think it's going to be fresh, it's going to be citrusy. Not always the case, of course. Some browns aren't what you think they are. Maybe they're gourmands. But most of the time, if something catches your eye and it's like bright yellow like this, you're going to think, oh, that's probably going to be clean, fresh, probably citrus top heavy. It's just how you judge things. And then the last one, which is my personal favourite, because I'm missing one, as you can tell, is blue. Now I like the colour blue. My eyes are blue. Not that makes. Why do I say that? That doesn't make any reason why I like blue more. It's early morning. Blue scents, I don't particularly like this scent. It doesn't smell of much, but it is a blue colour. This one's a light blue colour, very light blue, but it is a blue all the same. Then you've got something like the Lacoste Live. That's the kind of blue I like. It's sort of like sort of medium. It's like on the lighter side, but it's a medium-ish sort of colour blue. It's still watery, see-through, but it's got a nice blue tone to it. I do like that one. It's lovely and smooth. And then you've got the sort of darker blues, like Drakkar Noir. No, make that mistake. Drakkar Bleu. See the darker background, it goes darker, lighter backgrounds. It is more sort of that colour that you see in the picture now, maybe a tad darker. Oh yeah, very nice. And when you see this colour, you tend to think, okay, it's either going to be blue in the sense of the modern blue, like woody shower gel aromatic, or it's going to be like aquatic, salty, citrusy, and that sort of colour, or that sort of scent to the colour. Blue can be quite diverse, I think. Like I've got Boss Bottled Infinite. That is more of like a spicy lavender. You've got some that are aquatics, and they smell like seawater, salty, that sort of thing. Then you've got stuff like this, which is just fresh, clean. Some go a little soapy, some go like lavender dryer sheets, some go other ways. This one, it's got the aquatic top to it, but then it's got a actually like old school alchemossy, woody, dried out, very old school. So it really doesn't sort of. Blue's a funny one. When you look at it, it could be a bit of all sorts, could be a bit of anything. The others, generally, you will sort of so this, you're more than likely going to be something woody, spicy, maybe even a bit sweet, maybe a hint of leather, lemony colours. You're generally going to be right about your pick when you pick one up. So for me personally, I like, again, this kind of colour is what actually grabs my eye. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that the scent is good for you or whatever, but just out of pure look. If you look on your shelf, if you've got a good fragrance collection or in the shops, what kind of colour, I'm asking you now, what kind of colour grabs your eye? Especially if it's like a clear bottle with you can see the juice. What kind of coloured juice catches your eye? And you think, oh, that's the type of colour I like. I mean, me, it's more the blues, and second, the greens. It's just my taste of fragrances anyway. I do like to see some of the yellows as well, if they're like a proper yellow. But overall, if I see a nice blue, if it's sitting on the shelf like that, I think, yeah, I want to try that. So that's my personal taste, if you will, is the blues mostly. Let me know in the comment section if you like the video, what kind of colour grabs your attention if you see it on the shelf, what colour juice do you like the most. Bit of a different one today. You know, I like to change it up a bit and try and think of new things, not just like repeat top 10s like a lot of channels try and do. I'm going to have to do that just to try and sort of keep up with things, but I'm going to try and throw in an oddball like this one, just something new, something different, and we're trying to sort of keep up with the same videos with a different title. Basically, I'm trying not to do that, but I might have to do a few of those, unfortunately. So thanks a lot. Give a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, it would really help me out, and I'll see you again soon on the next one.